But yeah. And into middle school, 6th grade, that sort of caste system still stuck. And then
that's where things changed to me. I kind of drifted out of that.
That caste system still stuck. And then you could also go under the bleachers and buy Bakugan from Jaquan.
Bakugan.
Yeah. Bakugan. Those little things,
little balls, yeah.
I remember those.
I bought a legendary one that had like two that popped up on either side.
Yeah, those things were cool as shit.
Yeah, they were. Those were legit.
Kids are never gonna have those toys again. They have Yu-Gi-Oh on their phones. They don't have to keep up with the fucking cards.
I mean, look, man.
They're not even gonna play that Yu-Gi-Oh either.
Dude, in middle school, you could go under the bleachers for like everything in middle school. You go under the bleachers in middle school, and you have just as high chances getting your ass kicked as you do kissing your first girl or getting random shit sold to you. All of these things could happen.
Oh my god! Do you remember like we would play like it was like Infection? It's basically like when zombies started getting big or whatever. But it's like tag, but it's just like like a game Infection. You get tagged and the numbers grow. It's not like tag. You're out. You gotta sit down. I remember Josh Grafton ran through the bleachers. He came in okay, and like his shirt was ripped up and cut everywhere.
Oh my!
Because he didn't know how to run into the bleachers in the middle school.
Oh my god!
Look, man, the way you ran under the bleachers in the middle school is you pretended nothing was there.
Yeah.
And you just went for it. Like when people were after you and y'all were doing a game, and you went under the bleachers, man. I remembered where all the spots were that these bleachers were really old. They're made of wood. And so
there are those spots are jagged as fuck.
And you know those spots where the baseboard wouldn't be on it, and you could squeeze up in there.
Yeah.
Get out. I memorized where every single one of those were because of those fucking tag games that we did.
Yeah.
And I would just like squirm my way out like a bloody fucking worm.
Do you remember like we had like I think we were like on lockdown or was like doing something where we had to was getting tested for scoliosis. And Josh Grafton got asked to come down, and he fell down at the top of the bleachers and like sputtered all the way down to the bottom. It was
what the fuck? It would happen to him too.
I know. It's just always that one guy that happens to.
That's terrible, man.
Well, I mean, he's the same guy that jerked off in class. So.
Oh, he's the same guy that listens to people piss.
That was it. That was senior high school.
I'm pretty sure he still does that.
I don't doubt it. He went into the girls' bathroom and listened to girls piss.
Oh.
Yeah, middle school was wild. I remember we had fucking Mallow cups, which are like Reese cups, but better. Remember that? We had the vending machine.
Oh, yeah.
So that thing would always be sold out of fucking hot Cheetos and Mallow cups.
Yeah. I didn't have any money in middle school because all the shit you could buy. Do you remember?
And most of it was from Jaquan.
Do you remember if you just wanted to talk and hang out and you wasn't still part of that caste system, you had to go to the other side of the bleachers and jump up on that tall part? Remember how they didn't pull up the bleachers? You had to like climb up there.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can have a normal conversation and not.
Yeah.
I think I watched. That was like the best viewing point to see Shamar and Sean fight and get pulled apart from Coach Porter.
It wasn't Shamar and Sean, it was Tyrone and Sean.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, it's Tyrone. Even back then, could kill a man with his bare hands.
Tyrone's little brother is... Have you seen him?
No.
It looks like Tyrone, but just imagine almost 7 foot.
Christ almighty, that's terrifying.
And skinny.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I was standing right there when it happened too. I was talking to Sean at the time.
I missed like almost all the fights. The only time I got sent to ISS is because I pushed Brandon Briscoe.
Oh, dude, I got sent to ISS so much in middle school.
I only got it once.
I got it 11 times.
How did you get sent to ISS?
Guess I was a little shit. Like, I never did anything really wrong. I guess I was just a little shit.
You were framed.
There was that one time I was framed.
I bet you were framed.
Brandon's brother, Chris, and Spence were in the bathroom. I went in there to go piss, and so I'm pissing, and they're talking to me while I'm pissing, because that's normal when you're in middle school. And so...
But you never want to get caught shitting.
No. You never get talked to shitting.
No, you never want to get caught taking the shit at school.
You'll get made fun of. People just throw shit to you.
Yeah, and then make fun of you when you go back. Well, guess who's taking shit in the bathroom?
Well, where else are you supposed to take it, man?
I don't know. There was shit ended up smeared random places throughout that school.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
Who was doing that?
I don't know.
I want to know who was doing that.
I remember they had to get the nurse to get us all in the lunchroom to talk about how nasty that was. It wasn't the guys' bathroom.
I don't know.
No, it was a couple times in the guys' bathroom.
Wait, didn't the trash can catch fire one time?
That was probably Brandon smoking.
Yeah.
Probably. Freaking dildo.
I remember he used... Like, Brandon Briscoe was so weird.
I remember
like,
Brandon
bullying.
and Chris. Yeah.
He wasn't good at bullying. He made fun of me because my dad worked on AC.
Your dad works on air conditioners, you little faggot.
That's like a job where you make a lot of fucking money. And his dad was just so...
Brandon was one of those guys that I didn't like at all, but I pretended to get along with just so he'd fuck off.
I just had to push him one time to scare the shit out of him. He tried me again, and I just stopped and bucked at him.
Yeah, like, yeah. Like, I did stuff with it. Like, I throw basketballs at his face sometimes.
But now his brother, Chris, he would actually get pissed off and fight you, though. He was okay as Briscoe.
I remember Chris being okay to talk to sometimes.
I also remember him being just as big as cunt as his brother.
He just wasn't, Chris just wasn't as hyperactive.
He also didn't look nearly as inbred.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting back to it, they were talking to me when I was pissing, and then Chris, just out of fucking nowhere, runs headfirst into a wall and knocks himself out. And Spence is like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, well, I just zip my pants up and I go back to class. And then I get called out of class to go to the office. And according to Spence, here's exactly what happened. Chris looked at Spence and said, okay, we're just going to blame everything on Tyler, okay? Spence's like, what? Why? We won't get in trouble. No, just blame everything on Tyler. Say he pushed me into a wall. No. And so what happened was because Spence was really good friends with Chris. Chris said that I pushed him into a wall and knocked him out. Now, keep in mind, at this time, Chris was 5'6" and probably weighed about 200 pounds. And I was 5'2" and weighed 80.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way that I could push him into the wall.
Like, you were small back then.
Like, you were small, and like the next year, you were big.
Yeah, it all kind of happened at once. It was crazy. But so Chris said that. Spence said, I don't know, I was in the stall, I didn't see anything. And I'm like, I peed and went back to class.
What a little bitch.
And so, what they did was, they sent all three of us to ISS.
Yeah.
And then I got put in there longer because...
You were accused by one person?
No, because what happened was Miss Leopold gave us assignments. Write this many words out of the dictionary. And so what Chris did was Chris just went through and he would write down anteater. And I flipped to a random page in the book, and he would just be like, there is a cat. There is an ant. The anteater eats ants.
That's how you do it, man.
Then I flipped to a random page, picked a word, and wrote an actual sentence. And so Miss Leopold got pissed off about that. That I was turning in work of too high quality or something. Officially said, you're taking too long. When I finished like 5 minutes after the other two. Who were just bullshitting. Like, Spence was doing actual work too, but he was just like half-assing actual work.
Well, see, I got sent ISS.
No, but here's the best part.
Once, but like, do you remember that you can either go, you can do ISS during school or go early in the morning and do it?
Yeah. No, they just sent me there all day for like weeks at a time.
Okay, but do you know that there was an option?
Yeah, there was early morning ISS
for minor stuff. Yeah. If it was like a fight or you push somebody, you had to go.
I think I had to go to that one time. Early morning. Yeah, I had to do that one time.
You got there like at 5 o'clock and just sat in there, and she basically just talked to you if you was like the only couple ones in there.
It wasn't that bad, to be honest.
I fell asleep in ISS. All those assignments, I didn't fucking do them.
Dude, man, I actually ran out of stuff to do. Because I was there so much, I ran out of stuff to do. And she's like, look, man, you don't have anything to do. Do you have a book or something?
Yeah.
But that one time, Spence got let out 3 days early. So we all got 1 week ISS. Spence got let out after 2 days because Miss Greer came and talked to...
Yeah, that's those parent connections. Who happens to be a teacher.
But the thing is, he had...
Well, yeah, but my mom was also a teacher there. But you see, Coach Jenkins hated my mom for no reason.
Mm.
The principal hated my mom for
no
reason.
Even your mom said that was half the reason you went to ISS all the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Chris got out because he would always be like, he would just be kissing Miss Leopold's ass. And so he got sent out 2 days early. And then Miss Leopold added on, it's like, she added on like another 4 days for me. And I'm just...
Oh my god.
I went to ISS for like 9 days for literally doing
it's
nothing.
Just like, what am I doing here, man?
Do you remember Officer Goolsby would bring like people to talk to us at lunch?
Yeah.
All right, and he brought us one guy who played like college football, and he talked to us, and no one listened, or something. Like one of the teachers got on to my class, and so I wrote a letter to him and all that to Officer Goolsby, like apologizing to him, you know, and telling him they said we were sorry, and he gave me that autograph of the guy with the number 2. I'm not kidding. He just gave me his autograph.
What the hell, man?
Shit.
Do you remember
Officer Goolsby was cool
wrote
as shit.
a letter with a copy of Conan to Arnold when he was governor of California. Got him to sign it and write the school a letter, and they put it up in the Commons area. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
This there. Officer Goolsby wrote him and sent him a copy of Conan.
What the fuck?
I'm not kidding.
Officer Goolsby was cool as shit.
Oh, but no, the coolest thing about him is like whenever we played football, you know, we went and made it the JV of the middle school because that's as much football I played. And we went there and we were playing, and a bunch of people were saying was Tajay his boy, you know, because he looked like him and he was the best player.
Tajay don't look anything like Officer Goolsby.
But it was saying because Officer Goolsby was a good football player back in his day, and everyone remembered him. But no, the cool thing he says is no, every last one of them are. That was pretty cool though.
They all my boys.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Goolsby was cool as shit. He gave random kids his phone number.
He had some type of honor or something, like he like chased down someone on foot in Dodge County.
Which you wouldn't believe looking at him when we met him because he was fat as hell.
Mm-mm.
But
he was hired for that case because he knew all the streets of Dodge County.
Mm.
And then like it was on a foot chase, like a big chase, and he caught him and tackled his ass because he knew the back ways to get to him.
Oh wow.
yeah, our school was cool as shit.
He was a badass too.
Yeah, so yeah, middle school was wild. Did you do anything else under the bleachers? Because that's where that's where we hung out most of the time.
Man, I didn't do anything in middle school.
Because I still was kind of trying to stay on the teacher's good side. I wouldn't go in there too much.
I mean, nobody got pissed off about going in the bleachers.
The teachers I had always did.
Oh, so you had bitches. At that point, I was just in there with Coach Taylor, and Coach Taylor didn't give a shit what you did, as long as you weren't cussing or hitting people.
Yeah. Do you remember what they said Coach Taylor resigned?
They said he retired?
Yeah.
Because he was like 80?
Well, and the other reason is they didn't want teachers teaching at middle school and high school. That was another reason, plus it was time to retire. They said he got fired because he got caught masturbating in his office.
Like, look, man.
That is shit that went around.
Who comes up with this shit?
I don't know.
Who comes up with this?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say someone like Brandon.
Do you remember getting checked for scoliosis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've already asked this once.
No, I'm just saying.
No,
like,
it was
Ethan,
first time. It was
unrelated scoliosis.
But no, I remember Ethan was always when he was started coming, he was scared of it because he thought he had scoliosis. Because when he was young, he had some type of back problem.
He probably had scoliosis.
I don't know. I thought I had a problem when I was felt up because the woman was like, "Oh," and she went, "Oh." So what the fuck? Do I have a problem? Like, what's going on here?
No, you're gonna have a problem, a legal problem.
Yeah.
If they didn't have to rotate kids out in a certain amount of time, you would have had a problem.
Yeah,
you wouldn't need an adult.
There would have been a problem.
You would have needed an adult.
Yeah. Something fell off.
Remember we did that?
And it wasn't my back.
Remember Tukey was the biggest one, and everyone waited for him to take his shirt off, just so he
could laugh at his man tits.
Yeah, laugh at his man tits and make comments.
Kids are awful, man.
Yeah, they're horrible. They can make currency, certain types of government, buy land.
Oh, dude, we were
in
elementary school. We were fucking ANCAP.
No, it's just back then. You don't give a crap about shitting on people at all. Like, there's nothing holding you back.
Kids are mean,
dude. Man, we can basically break down. In every single school level, we had some sort of underground economy. In primary school, we would trade fucking crystals we dug out of the playground.
But now when it came down to high school, it was just fucking drugs.
yeah. That's what I'm getting to. In middle school, in primary school, it was like this weird fucking survival barter economy.
Do you remember the blood berries? Those little berries you pick up and like you like push them on and like be red. In the playground.
Those are pokeweed.
Yeah, but we like you would throw them at each other.
Yeah, ruin each other's clothes.
Yeah.
Because
we call
that stain never
berry.
comes out.
The teacher didn't mind us playing with it, but they said don't eat it. Just don't.
Well, if you eat it, you die.
Yeah.
So.
Why did they not get rid of that?
Well, it's just a weed. It grows everywhere.
I know, but like everyone messed with them.
It'll go from a couple inches to a couple feet in like 2 days.
I remember I used to hang out with you at that one tree on the end, like close to the front of the school.
Primary school?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I don't think I was aware that you existed until elementary school.
I remember. I think it was like art class is when I started hanging out with you.
I don't recall having an art class in primary school whatsoever.
Not primary, elementary. I'm talking about now.
Ah, yeah, and Tucker.
Yeah, I became friends with you through Tucker, and then through you, Louie. But I was friends with Louie through Quinn.
But I wasn't friends with Louie until the 8th grade.
Yeah. I had connections with y'all two, and then y'all connected, and then I came back in. And then
I got friends with Louie through Tucker.
Tucker was a middleman for a lot of people.
He was.
Yeah.
I remember he also taught me some wisdom in the 3rd grade. So we had to take English pre-tests.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, it doesn't matter what you put. You could just bubble in whatever.
Throwing out that wisdom. Yeah.
Tucker always threw out wisdom, though.
He did.
He was a wise motherfucker. He was the tallest one, so he had to stand up he had to bring something else to the table.
Oh, God, he was like elementary school Jesus.
Dude, in the support classes, I was the smartest one.
I'm so sorry.
What an achievement that is.
And like, I always thought I was in there because no one told me why I was in there. I thought I was in there because I was stupid. You know, stupid compared to everyone else. No, it's just because I couldn't hear good. That was it.
They shouldn't have put you in there.
I remember during CRCT, they put all the support kids at one table. And that was back when we had the caste system. We were made in the stupid table. You remember that?
Dude, we had a running caste system until we hit high school, when we could all just go associate with whomever we wanted.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, our high school had, like, no bullying because we could just literally go wherever
because we got it all out of our systems young.
No, it's not that. It's just we could go wherever we wanted to at that point. Like, we weren't stuck with people.
Yeah. All the way up to 8th grade. Remember I started that Bible reading group?
No.
Yeah, I did that. Coach Young let me do that.
I think I remember that. Or I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. I think I invited you, or Sean invited you. Sean was really interested in it. But basically what Coach Young let us do, since people can go to detention, I was like, hey, let's start a Bible reading thing. Coach Young would be okay with that, and he was. Like,
well, yeah.
We taught, like, one thing I want to do is everyone learn the Lord's Prayer. So that was one thing that we learned, and then we started reading Revelations. Coach Young was all for that shit, too.
Well, yeah.
Until someone bitched about it, and Miss Dial said we couldn't do it anymore. And then we tried doing it outside, and it was too loud. I think you joined once. I think you only went to one of them. But that's like a choice. You had to ask Coach Young if you can go to it. He was okay with it.
Well, can we just all go chill and read the Bible? Something everyone on the internet should be doing instead of whatever cancerous flame they're usually doing.
And when I hung out with Bailey and Adam, like one day, we would just not fucking have a teacher.
We would
in the
just
room.
fuck.
No,
That's what you said.
When they made that
bet they did too.
I mean, Luke, you do have that story about the one time Bailey, Adam, and Alex were just out in your yard eating each other's asses.
At some point,
that was at Bailey's.
At some point, those two got pretty fucking gay.
No, they did fuck each other.
They're just like no homo and just fuck each other.
Yeah. Well, no, we would sit.
Well, as long as the balls don't touch.
It was back. It was back when. If
you don't kiss,
they first put in middle school. There was like a couple of classes that were never used, like just empty ones, like no teacher had or anything. We're in there.
Oh yeah, like the weight room because they didn't have weights yet.
Well, no, I'm talking about it's like a full-on classroom on that hall. Like me, Adam, and Bailey have been there talking about strategies we can use in Halo and Firefight. Oh man, do you remember the Grenader?
Jesus Christ, that pissed me off to no end.
I just went with it. Record hated me in middle school, and I don't even know why. Do you remember that?
Cord was just kind of...
Cord hated
he was
a
just
lot
kind
of
of a
people.
Chad Thundercock back
Cord
then.
hated a lot of people, honestly.
Still does.
He was just that kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, there was no reason for him to hate me.
Well, he also hung out with Jonathan.
God, I remember him.
Good Lord. I try not to look at that family when I see him. I used to hang out with Jonathan, though. Never went to his house, though. I'm glad I didn't do that.
You would have caught something.
Yeah.
He was always the class clown.
Well, not really clown so much
What
as annoying ass
What a
interruption.
fucking loser.
Y'all remember Hunter, the really short guy who smoked weed like really young, couldn't grow anymore?
Yeah.
He came back in high school.
Yeah.
After he got expelled the first time for smoking in the bathroom. And then he got kicked out again for smoking in the bathroom.
No, he got kicked out because Bailey ratted him out.
Doing what?
Like,
Or for what?
for having weed.
Oh.
And then, like, Hunter went up to me straight up, hey, did Bailey say something about me? I'm like, I ain't friends with... I wasn't going to get killed. Like, that was in 9th grade, and I didn't know what that motherfucker could do.
Well, that motherfucker carried a knife in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
So did he rat on me? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah,
I remember
you
in
don't
elementary
wanna...
school, he carried a fucking screwdriver.
Questionable people like that, you don't want to fuck with them.
I did. I always did. I don't know why.
It's because that's how you were raised.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Well, my mom's side, yeah. God, I hung out with trailer trash, but I was never considered trailer trash in the caste system, though.
Even though you live in a trailer.
Yeah.
It's wild. You met all the prereqs for being trailer trash, but you never were.
I never was in that cast. I was just in...
I mean...
Probably
like,
Tucker is what kept me out of that. I think it being... Because Tucker was pretty hot there, too.
Was he?
Yeah. Do you remember Tyler Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was also in the Untouchable
Man, he
class.
was annoying, dude.
He
I
still
hated
is.
him.
He's still
I
annoying.
hated his ass.
Remember he came back in the middle... Why? Like, all these people...
I wanted to beat the shit out of him.
All the trailer trash people were there...
No,
We're
Tyler's
not there.
family's not trashy.
We're not
fine.
there. No, he himself is
I know,
trash.
yeah.
We're like not there in middle school, but came back in 9th grade year.
It's because most of them were like, I don't want to come back, Mom, not to Blakely County. And then they go somewhere else and it gets even worse because we're the best school district in the state.
I mean, fuck, we made economy at what, 5th grade, 3rd grade?
We started doing economics in primary school, man. Because you remember, I was just saying, we would, a lot of people would dig up little crystals, like little quartz crystals from where they would drag gravel out there. And we'd give them to each other for shit. And it was like this sort of survival barter economy.
I remember even in primary school.
Where we would trade fucking sticks with each other,
me
man.
and Quinn and some other people, we thought we was in the military and we'd still go train and walk around and like run around the track. It was weird.
I remember, man, in middle school, there was like this weird sort of mafia kind of deal going on. Where there would be like these little like gangs that would hang out underneath the bleachers.
Oh my
and
God.
send agents to go do shit.
What the hell?
Oh,
There's like 4 of those
I
groups, and they'd
remember
all
that.
chill out on different parts of the bleachers.
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone wanted you to be their guy.
I don't remember this
Because
at
you
all.
ran fast and you were short, and you could just get through the bleachers so fast.
I don't think I was hanging out with these goofballs that were doing
we
this.
weren't either. They're just there.
They were there.
They're just there, man. And they would have like all sorts of questionable stuff. Like they'd have like knockoff Yu-Gi-Oh cards and shit.
What the fuck?
They would have like snacks they brought from home. And
Those
like, hey, man.
those initiations too.
Yeah, you'd get beat into a fucking mafia gang. One of them tried to get members, but the 3 dudes who made it, their initiation was so fucking rough, man. It was something like you go into the bathroom, you take a shit next to the toilet.
What?
Yeah. I remember that. You'd walk in.
Nasty shit.
Yeah, you'd walk in and there'd be like shit next to the toilet. It wasn't that smeared shit, you know. But it was just like this.
In
this
middle
big
school, they
lump
gave
of
us
shit.
way too much free time. Like to go out, walk around, and be in the gym.
I mean, that was probably good for us.
We were all given.
I like that.
We were all given a lot of free time, and we just. I mean, I guess that's why we're such a good school system. You know, we can just come up with societies.
Well, you can just literally make society.
Yeah, that's what we did. Dude, I still don't see how I made it. I wasn't an untouchable in the caste system because I would hang out with all the untouchables. I think Tucker is what kept me.
I'm thinking, man. Did you ever?
Just depends.
Like, because I hung out with Zach Lyles, and that's the person you didn't talk to.
Oh yeah, he also had a mustache.
I remember
very
that.
early on.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I remember I asked him, "Why do you have a mustache?" We're in the 4th grade. He's like, "I'm French." Okay.
Okay. I remember he was saying, "Yeah, I've been to a titty bar with my dad." Okay. back then it was like, whoa! And now I was like, that's pretty bad. I remember there was one time I remember us telling Miss Anderson, our teacher, about how I
I
watched.
hated that teacher.
I went home right after school and watched History Channel because that's what I would do, and it was about Anton LaVey and the Satanic Church, and I like talked to her and all that. She's like, "Whoa!" And Tony was like, "Yeah, I saw that too." And we started talking about it. And I remember Kate and Luke's like, "Yeah, my family's all Satanists."
Yeah, they're not really. She just wanted attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kept doing that. It's like, describe what the church is like, because I remember from History Channel, tell me what the church was like.
It's like, well,
do you remember seeing that on History Channel?
No.
But
I remember
talking
watching
about it.
Holocaust stuff before I even went to grade school. I remember my mom's favorite story about me is how she caught me watching a documentary on the Holocaust when I was 4 years old. And also had bits about the Soviet Holocaust.
You
where
still
they killed
have
their Jews.
PTSD flashbacks from when that was ingrained in your child mind.
No, I think that desensitized me.
Okay.
I think that desensitized
Everything
me.
about me and Quinn was like World War II. Like, everything. I think the main reason for Quinn, because his dad was weird. Like, he wouldn't let him... He owned, like Black Hawk Down video game, and owned some, like kind of recent war video games, but he said his dad would not let him play it until his cousin came back from Afghanistan or Iraq, wherever it was at the time. So the only thing he can think about was World War II stuff. And plus, that's when Call of Duty was, like, you know, Call
Starting
of
to
Duty
get
2,
in.
3, and Big Red one.
Dude, Call of Duty 2 was so fucking good. That was so fucking good, man.
Still, the bane of my existence is that fucking trying to row across the fucking river.
That's
Call of 3.
That's 3.
COD 3.
And could you ever get the bombing down in that game?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't waste all the bombs on one thing?
Yeah, I never had problems.
I always had problems with that.
Look, man, that was another thing that you could do.
My dad fucking loved playing that game.
It was a fun game. That was another thing you could do to to interact with people of a higher social caste than you. So if you had some video games, man, back in, like, middle school, you were the shit. You were the shit. So a lot of people still didn't have video games because their parents were too protective of them. Like, no, there's violence in here.
Yeah, I didn't have any. Well,
Played RuneScape.
I stopped playing this.
God, the first video
See,
game
like,
I
I played
remember...
RuneScape in elementary school, and then a little bit in the 6th grade, and then I stopped. And then at that point, I didn't have video games because I didn't get a console until, or like, I didn't have a console that other people had for a long time.
Dude, me and my cousin and my aunt and them won't care. The only things, other than, like, playing, like, you know, Nintendo games or whatever, you know, but like, the first one I remember playing and getting good at with my cousin and playing a lot was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
When I got older and watched this video game, my little brother was with me. I was like, Jesus Christ. They were okay with us?
Dude, man. I remember one thing. I played the shit out of some Pokemon, too. I remember in primary school and elementary school, Pokemon was cool as shit.
I didn't really play the video games that much.
Then...
I collected the fuck out of the cards, though.
Then, once you hit 4th grade, it was all of a sudden taboo to say you were into Pokemon. Some people would shit on you all the time. It was like
after
that.
The movie. It was after the movie came out is when people started shitting on you about Pokemon.
It was until, like, the 9th grade, people would shit on you for having anything to do with Pokemon.
For me, Pokemon just never even, like...
The thing, like, me and my cousin were big on Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, but, like, we would, like, have, like, the shit Pokemon cards we had to go buy. There was one time it was in Walmart and Warner Robins, it was, like, raining or whatever, and we saw a shit ton of Pokemon cards. Like, a shit ton. Like, there was, like, the ones from the movie. What are those, like, letter-looking Pokemon that's got the eyeballs, you know what I'm talking about?
The unknown.
There was, like, a shit ton of unknowns, Mew, Mewtwo, all the legendary Pokemon, just scattered all throughout the Walmart parking lot. Like, I guess somebody's parents got, fuck you and your Pokemon, and threw it out the fucking window.
You just were grabbing that shit up.
Yeah! It was like a little wet. It was, oh, fuck!
And you're, like, beating the shit out of Cam for him.
No, Cam can beat the shit out of me.
He still can.
He's quick. He always had to learn how to knock someone out fast, so... I don't know. Me and Cam, oh my god. We LARPed Dragon Ball Z when we was young.
You LARPed Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we would pick a character, just like the Xenoverse where you'd fight like the video games, would just do that. Say we're somebody, and then do that.
Okay.
I'm Goku. And then you would like do a Kamehameha, and you're like, no, that knocked you down.
No, I could never teleport. Like my cousins can do it all the time, but no, you're not doing it right. Like, not doing it right.
Okay.
Well, he is a couple years older than you.
Yeah.
So he could shit on you like that. Alright, everybody, you've been listening to the Barrel Bros podcast. We hope we have provided you with enough fiber to move that constipation you're feeling. Goodbye.
You came back. You brought it back. You didn't start it off with it, but you brought it.
No, 'cause I haven't thought about this in so long.